Of Edith and Finch. I did go through the start already.
Lewis told me there were secret
It's a quick
passages, but
start.
I never
Okay, we're
believed
getting
him.
right into this. But you know, the story is I got a key from my mother. The house went to me. Oh, that's what it went to.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Jeez. Oh,
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
did I expect someone like dead to be there?
December 13th, 1947.
Well, that's sweet.
Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
This is like story in story.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Okay, this girl's a little creep. Isn't she?
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be such a pig. This girl's really a creep. Oh, you gonna eat your goldfish too? Please tell me.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
No, eat him! I knew she would fucking do that. Oh, sorry for cussing. This girl's just weird. First she thinks about eating her goldfish? Her pet? Jesus. Ah, yes, toothpaste. Okay, well, I did just get into this game. I have no idea what it's really about, so y'all are in the same shoes I am. Look at my little feet.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Girl, your hands are purple and they've got dots on them. I think you're eating poisonous things.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
A bird to eat.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
There you go. She's gonna choke on that chain, isn't she?
Suddenly,
What?
I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me. I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
What? This girl is the weirdest little girl I've ever seen.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. first, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits. Looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Okay, well, I'm probably gonna end this video at the 30-minute mark or something. Maybe 50-minute. I'm just making myself a plan.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now,
Of course you did.
hungrier than ever.
Jeez, this shit's inverted. This actually is inverted.
Fat, juicy seeds. And it tasted really good.
Okay. I'm guessing this is not really for the faint-hearted. Come on, get it over with. I don't like this.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Yeah, you know, why not just be a snake? If that is what this is.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Am I like a squid?
I was big, but I moved real quiet. also, I didn't.
What should we do with a drunken sailor? What should we do with a drunken sailor? What should we do with a drunken sailor? What am I? Okay. Hey there, Captain.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Are we gonna like go through a toilet? How did I know? You're in your own house, stupid. About to kill our own family.
I got closer and closer.
It's gonna be her, isn't it? I'm the monster under her bed.
All of my stomach started growling.
All of them. You have more than one stomach?
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Okay. Is she, did she die? Is that me? Did I write that?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Oh, so we're filling out my family tree. Figuring things out about them. Wait, what happened to the... Okay. Don't know what happened to the,
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie
What
would
happened to
have,
the
but Mom didn't
chains
like bringing up the past.
in the story from the window?
Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
So what, you gonna add Molly to your
I spent
book?
a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
That's nice.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
They put so much work
One
into
summer,
this
they
game.
evacuated the island.
It's
but
amazing.
Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
That's nice. Okay, look. Every single one of these books has a different name, different color, different font. Well, some of the fonts are the same, but you get the idea. They put a lot of work into this game. Look at the detail. Built 1937. Even Finch.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have,
no.
but she didn't. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edith, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edith is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay. Oh, we're adding more things to our
Whatever's wrong
tree.
with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Ingeborg. Odin. Okay. So, I'm guessing as we go through the stories, we'll see different things about every person in our family. We're gonna figure out the family tree, and this is a life game. At first I thought it was a horror game by all the creaking noises and what the who has a shag carpet for a bathroom?
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Yeah, I see that.
It was a pretty big trace.
Shag carpet too. She. What do I do? Oh. So she gave me the key to all the books. The secret of this bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Jesus Christ. Whoever made, like, the people who made this game did really well.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Ah, this must be where he put, or made all the photos at. Okay.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Okay. Aspiring artist we got. Okay. So, how did she not notice that there's a giant gaping hole in the wall?
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Okay. Calvin and Sam. He slept with his dead brother for multiple years. How did she never notice this? You must be fucking
Passages
blind.
were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Yeah, she's blind. Okay, she never looked in the wine cellar. She never went in any of her sister's rooms.
Growing up, I always thought of
Jesus,
Barbara
that
as a
scared
child
me.
star.
A child star.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just a boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream
Drop my controller.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went
Okay,
to
so I'm pretty sure that's a clue, because downstairs there was a music box, and it was the same music box. Okay.
found the key. She listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, wait, hold on, before I go down. Not music, no.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Yeah, you should imagine the worst when there's a trail of blood.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate
Wait,
his
what?
family 10 years ago tonight.
Old Finch rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Walter Finch.
Walter had
6 feet tall with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. She thought about hindering Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years.
Oh, I would just be like, bye-bye, Walter.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Let me guess, he's gone. What'd I expect?
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Okay, I'm pretty sure if there was a murderer running around your house, you wouldn't go towards the door when someone rang the bell. But now you know. Her story.
She heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Okay. Well, that's kind of a waste of time reading that. Oh, that's nice. Okay, yep.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Okay, well, now I think we need to go down to the down the stairs to the music box. Yeah, of course that's sealed. Yeah, through here.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
I wonder if I'm gonna find something, like something's, like, is this gonna turn out to be like a horror film, or is this just like a mystery film? I just said film. Hold on, where was the music box room? Oh. Okay, I don't know why this girl didn't even bring like a flashlight.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Let me guess,
I
she
thought
never
maybe
came
she was
back.
hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories,
Well, why didn't she add Walter to her book?
Very far.
Yep.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
So this dude been eating peaches for like straight peaches for just 30 years?
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can. I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara
Okay, well,
and Molly.
this is... No. Is that a bunch of mayo?
And Calvin.
We don't talk about Calvin.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
Wait,
I'm going to appreciate all of it,
no.
especially the
Is he
food.
gonna get hit by a train?
I don't mind if I only have a year left.
The shaking was the train.
or a month, or a single week.
Come on, don't you dare get hit by the train.
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
I knew it! My God, Walter, Jesus Christ, you're stupid.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Waited 30
I'm sure my mom
years
was
just
trying
for
to protect me.
just for dying with a train. Yes, maybe I'll live the same fate. Let's see now. Come on, let's go. Go down the hole. Will I be able to go and see his dead body? Okay, so he wasn't living straight off the peaches. I realized that he's got like a giant thing down here. Okay, yeah.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
No, I want you to go down. I'm going down. Let's try the other way. Is this inverted too? Some weird game. My God, it is inverted. So up is down and down is up.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Right into the tracks. I don't see anything. Ah.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else.
Come on. I
But now
bet you I'm gonna see his dead body.
Might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
No. No dead body. No more train tracks.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
She has a child?
And the history you're a part of.
Yeah, badass history.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do.
This is the worst. I don't understand how someone would live through like this. Okay, that's the house. If I don't think I did show y'all. It's really weird.
People in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
I mean, who has that? Who has that type of house? And I thought, like, and at the start, I opened the mailbox and they were, like, it said that there was mail from, like, bills from 7 years ago. How are these little lights still working?
And when you look at the house,
Guys, I'm trying to get
that
this done
history
all
of
in one video.
imagination and
I don't want to
stubbornness
really do it in
and
multiple.
madness, any of it seems possible.
Why is she wearing, like, Assassin's Creed stuff? How her hands were wrapped up like that? No, nothing there.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Oh no. Christopher, Shadow.
3 of the gerbils are mine, and
No.
2 had been my fault.
Okay. This is the same name as one of my dogs. When I was a kid, I never got to see her. My parents always told me she was the best dog they ever had. 1995 to 2009. I was born in 2005, so I was too young to remember her. But I think that's the same year that my dog died. Shotzi. Same name. I have 2 other dogs right now, Milo and Bella. Slurpy, Kirpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, Derpy Jr., Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco, Zoe.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly Finch, their cat. Calvin Finch, the kid. Sven Finch, the worker. Edie Finch, the writer. Walter Finch, the dude who got ran over by the train. Barbara Finch, the star.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
The house story.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Okay, talking about my old dog, Shotzi, makes me very sad. Where to next?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Wait, where'd this come from? Oh,
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't
Sam,
enough to save her
Gus,
brothers.
and Gregory
she was just
Finch.
trying to do better.
It's the largest cemetery I've ever seen. Milton Finch, Sanjay Kumar,
She lost 2 of her brothers,
Louis
just
Finch.
like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Louis. Died 2010.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Bitch, it's gonna be some really sad story, like she dies in the end.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
What? She's 22 weeks pregnant. Oh my god.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
What, you mean like keeping things at secret?
They were both pretty intense.
Yeah, I see that being a possibility. This is another story. Jesus, that's weird.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shoot. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
We'll never forget this weekend, Dad.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo. Give me a minute to check the map.
Just want to see what happens if I keep taking pictures of him. Nothing. Okay, he stops. We're about to hit the 50-minute mark.
Let's see. Maybe. Or was it? Could have been. eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Don! I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad! Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something. After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny
Story's
was happening,
getting
but nobody could
emotional.
see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Okay.
Over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like.
Okay, I'm controlling the frog.
His imagination. Whatever it was, he saw.
Hey, look at the whale.
It sure made him happy. about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory, about everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy.
He drowned, didn't he?
To be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
He did drown. Okay, great. Gregory.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Gus.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words
I
that...
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Okay, next.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy.
Okay, hold on. Oh my God, I wanted to see how many people are left. Okay, we got Lewis, Milton, Dawn, Calvin, Edie. Okay, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everyone, I'm gonna. Okay, I could split this up into 2, 3, 4 videos, but I'm not going to because y'all don't really want to wait. Okay, let's get moving. I mean, I have better things to do than this, but I mean, I'm not just gonna leave y'all.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
So every time she climbed the rock wall?
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else
and
to go.
away.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Lewis, Milton, Edie. What does that say? Dawn.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
So everyone had their room, and once they died, the room got sealed.
Almost normal.
The one with memories. Teachers.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Another memory.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Okay. So every person has a story.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Milton. Reminds me of me. Oh yeah. I forgot to tell y'all, I love art. And I love doing art. But what if he was still in here? And she'd sealed the doors, killed him.
Mom didn't want it getting out.
Wait, so she killed him? It's gonna be a Tragic murder story. How everyone died because they were all murdered. They made up stories of why they died, how they died, but really it was all just murder. The mom killed them all. Then killed herself, leaving
but I
her.
think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
These rooms would not be like this after
Lewis's
7
room
years.
smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
And in this timeline, I'm pretty sure there wouldn't be a computer like this. By this noise, I'm guessing he is a hippie and he's been smoking marijuana. Whoa. College
Dear
acceptance?
Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Aha, I knew it.
Sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Back.
Okay, I'm controlling both the hand and the little dream at the same time. Wait, what happens if I just... No, I can't throw one.
Things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
I'm gonna cut my hand off, aren't I?
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
Hey, if y'all can't see it, the dream is taking over.
He'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Jesus.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band.
All I know is he's probably gonna die for some reason.
Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him.
Let me guess.
That all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Aw, is he not going to get his hand chopped off? Oh, wait. We're still going.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
handsome queen.
The queen was on her own quest for radiant rainbows. He followed the sound of her silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. We began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker.
Just quit your job at the cannery, get a job somewhere else.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him.
Workplace accident. I knew it.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Come on, please tell me it's gonna be a... I mean, I don't want it to be a workplace accident. It's just gonna be cool. I want it to be a workplace accident. Yes, I do.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. His queen waited, holding his crown.
You guys are weird.
There was only one thing left to do.
That's a guillotine. Is he suiciding?
Bend down his head. I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
What happened? Did it... He got his hand cut off, didn't he?
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
He either chopped his hand, got his hand chopped off, or his head off. I'm guessing it was his head, because you wouldn't die from a hand being chopped off. Workplace accident. Probably had something to do with the conveyors.
My mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Loading.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it
We only
easier
got like
or
1 or 2 people left. Should be done at 1:30. An hour and 30 minutes in.
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
It's the House of Wonders.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
The house that shows what's left
What
and
happened
what's
that
gone.
night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
The only things that are still here. The only things that are still gone.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Oh, is this my room?
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
She never wanted to go.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
I'm gonna walk to see the other house.
God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try.
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
If they hadn't left, she probably would have survived. Come on.
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it.
Wait, hold on. Let's see. Who do we have left? Calvin and Edie.
But she started getting sick a lot. The rest
Thank
happened
you.
pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
That's my worst fear. When I'm the last
Until
one.
I found out about you.
What? This is a secret
I'm still
story.
not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
She's dying.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
'20 1999 to 2017. So she was only 18 when she died? Jesus. How'd she have a kid then? This game, story, book, whatever you want to call it, it was rough. It had things leading back towards other people's lives. It has to do with many things. It could relate to you in many different ways. We have made it to the end. And I think the message behind this is keep memories, ask all questions before they're gone. Don't take things for granted. Well, that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching the video. Hour and 30 minutes long. That's an hour and 30 minutes worth of gameplay. It's a pretty good game. I would definitely expect you get it, because if you have PlayStation Plus, you do get it for free. It is a very good game. Thanks to all the people who made it. I don't know where you got the name Shotzi from, the dog name, but that's the name of my dog, so see all you dudes later.